Let me ask you something. Think about the last conversation you had with a girl you actually liked, not a random girl, one you cared about making a good impression on. Now, be honest. Were you actually there? Or were you in your head the whole time, monitoring every word, calculating every response, desperately trying not to mess it up? Because here's what most guys don't realize. The conversation wasn't the problem. You were. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean it as the most freeing thing you'll hear today, because if you're the problem, you're also the solution, and that's exactly what we're fixing right now. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, conversation is going to feel completely different for you. Number 1. Get out of your head and into the room. Here's why most conversations die and nobody talks about this. You're not actually present. Your body is standing in front of her. You're nodding, you're smiling, but your mind is somewhere else entirely. It's 3 sentences ahead, running simulations, calculating, preparing, directing a whole movie in your head that she never asked to be in, and she feels it. Women are wired to pick up on this. She can't always name it, but she feels something is off, something is disconnected. The conversation starts to feel like an interview neither of you wanted. Here's the fix, and it's simpler than you think. The second you notice you're in your head, drop your attention back into the room, not into your next sentence, into her actual words right now. What is she saying in this exact moment? Feel your feet on the floor. Take one slow breath. Come back. That small shift, that moment of actual presence, changes everything. The conversation stops feeling like a performance and starts feeling like a real exchange. And she notices immediately. She leans in, she opens up. Because finally someone is actually there. Presence is the foundation. Without it, nothing else in this video works. Number 2, stop auditioning and start connecting. I want you to think about a guy you know, maybe a friend, maybe someone you've seen, who just seems effortlessly good with women. Not the loudest guy, not the best looking, just the one who women always seem drawn to. What's he doing differently? I'll tell you. He's not trying to impress anyone. He's just actually there. He talks about what he genuinely finds interesting. He disagrees when he actually disagrees. He laughs at things that are actually funny to him, not things he thinks she'll find funny. He's not performing, he's just present. Meanwhile, most guys are auditioning. Every story they tell is carefully selected to sound cool. Every opinion is filtered through, will this make me look good? Every joke is calculated for maximum approval, and she can feel every second of it. Here's the truth. Women don't fall for the performance. They fall for the moment when the performance slips and they see something real. So stop filtering, stop calculating. Say the thing you actually think. Tell the story that actually matters to you. Disagree when you actually disagree. That realness, that willingness to just be yourself without the edit, is more attractive than anything you could carefully construct. Drop the audition. The role she actually wants you to play is just yourself. Number 3, ask questions that open doors, not dead ends. Most guys run what I call interview mode. Where are you from? What do you do? Do you like traveling? Do you have siblings? It's not a conversation, it's a questionnaire, and she's filling it out on autopilot. Here's what you need to understand. Boring questions get boring answers, and boring answers kill momentum. The shift is this. Stop asking for information and start asking for feeling. Stop asking what and start asking what it's like. Instead of what do you do, try what's the part of your job that actually surprised you when you started. Instead of where are you from, try what's something about growing up there that still shows up in how you see things. Instead of do you like traveling, try what's a place that actually changed something in you. You feel the difference? One question gets a fact, the other gets a story. And stories are where people actually live. When she starts telling you a real story about something that surprised her, something that changed her, something that matters to her, the conversation stops being small talk and becomes something she actually remembers. Ask better questions. The conversation will take care of itself. Number 4, make her feel heard before you respond. This one is the most underrated thing on this entire list. and most guys never do it. Here's what usually happens. She finishes saying something, and before she's even done, you're already thinking about your response, your own story, your own take, your own experience. And she can feel that you're not fully receiving what she said. She can feel that it was just a loading screen for you to talk. Here's the fix. Before you respond, acknowledge. Not in a fake therapist way, just genuinely. 2 seconds. Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like it was a lot. I get that feeling. Just let her know you actually received what she said before you move forward. That tiny pause, that moment of real acknowledgement, transforms the energy. She stops feeling like she's in a conversation and starts feeling like she's actually being heard. And bro, that's rare. Most guys are so focused on what they're going to say next that nobody is actually listening. Be the one who actually listens. It's one of the most powerful things you can do. Number 5. Use silence like a weapon. Most guys are terrified of silence. The second it hits, they panic. They throw out a random question. They make a joke that doesn't land. They say literally anything just to fill the gap because the quiet feels like failure. But here's what silence actually is when you handle it right. It's power. Silence is the space after something real was said. It's the moment a conversation stops being casual and starts meaning something. It's romantic tension building completely on its own without you doing a single thing. When you can sit in a quiet moment with a woman and stay relaxed, not fidgeting, not scrambling, just calm and present, you communicate something that words never could. You say, I'm comfortable here. I don't need to perform every second. I'm not afraid of this moment. And she mirrors it, she relaxes, the pressure drops. What was a moment of panic becomes a moment of actual connection. Stop running from silence. It's doing more work for you than you realize. Number 6. Lead. Don't drift. Conversations have momentum, and momentum needs direction. Most guys let conversations drift. They wait for her to decide where things go. They let the energy plateau and then wonder why things feel flat. They wait for a perfect moment that never comes. Here's your job. When the vibe is good, move it forward. Don't wait. Create the moment. Hey, let's go grab something to eat. You seem genuinely cool. We should actually hang again. What does your week look like? These aren't aggressive moves, they're just confident ones. They say, I know what I want and I'm not afraid to go after it. Women don't want to be the ones driving the interaction. They want to feel led by someone who actually knows where he's going. Not pushed, led. There's a difference. Pushing is trying to force something. Leading is moving naturally when the moment is right. Be the guy who moves things forward. When the energy is there, take it somewhere. Number 7. Make her feel like the most interesting person in the room. This is the final one, and this is the one that makes her think about the conversation for days afterward. Not because you said something perfect, not because you were clever or impressive, because she felt something she almost never feels. She felt genuinely seen. You caught the small thing she said offhand and came back to it 10 minutes later. You noticed the detail nobody else would have picked up. You asked the follow-up question that proved you were actually paying attention. You remembered what she said at the start and connected it to something she said at the end. When a woman feels truly seen in a conversation, not just looked at, not just heard, but actually understood, something shifts. She becomes emotionally attached to that feeling, and she attaches that feeling to you. That's when she starts texting first. That's when she finds excuses to keep talking. That's when she tells her friends about this guy she met. Not because of your looks, not because of your status, because of how she felt when she was in your presence. Make her feel seen. Everything else follows. Look, conversation is a skill, not a talent you're born with. A skill you build through reps, through awareness, through genuinely caring enough to show up better than you did yesterday. You don't need a perfect line. You don't need a script. You just need to be present, curious, and actually interested in the person in front of you. Do that consistently, and conversations stop being something you survive and start being something you actually enjoy. Now, one thing before you go. If you want to know the signs she's already feeling that pull from your conversation, even before she says a word, that video is right here. Watch it next. That's your next step. Ready to build a better version of yourself? Subscribe to join us. We're just getting started. Stay locked in. Peace.